Greetings everybody, thank you very much to join the second part of my very first travel blog, which I'm doing on Nanaimo Island on Covichan Valley area. But right now it's 6 p.m. and I don't find a lot of fun places in Duncan because it's a pretty small city. So I decided to cross the city, which is 2-something kilometer, to another end, so I can have opportunity to hitchhike to Nanaimo today. Yeah, the weather wasn't really pretty. It was just +4 Celsius and heavily rainy. But I don't have another choice because I don't have a lot of things to do. So in my first attempt to hitchhike, I hitchhiked a bus which drives me just 2 kilometers of my way, and after did the wrong turn, and I need to walk another 2 minutes again to motorway. But it's not a big deal because after this I got picked up some nice guy, Kurt. He showed and we drive through his city and he showed me some local things around, but it was happened everything very fast, so I don't even have opportunity to take my phone from my pocket and film around. I was like saying, oh, maybe I will come back tomorrow to this place. But you will see what happened tomorrow. So after a court guy, I just come to some petrol station. I take some almost first food which I eaten today, just some cookies because I was very hungry, and you can see some prices for different products in Canadian dollars. So next I was staying around 30 minutes and I was lose any hope, but there appears some very nice girl who drive me directly to Nanaimo, and she told me that she was working with in Italy and helping the refugee who came from Africa through the Mediterranean Sea. So she helps them, and we have a quite interesting conversation about refugees in Europe and how they live. And she was very nice to me. When she drove me to Nanaimo, she asked me if I need any kind of help, and I honestly tell that I just don't have a place for sleep today. She was answered that there is plenty of hostels, cheap hostels in city, and I was like, okay, whatever. So I discovered that in Thursday Nanaimo have a lot of open bars, and it's not just bars. There is some karaoke bar, there is some concerts, there is some stand-up, there is just another karaoke. So there was a lot of places working even in Thursday evening with a lot of people inside, and people not just drinking, they also was doing something. So the first place where I got it was some very cute coffee shop, and there was some artists who play the music, and I can show you a few. I really enjoy the show.
Alex Dyson just getting his back on the base, but he looks like Alex Dyson. 6 seconds go and make some noise. And this other guy that's holding it down in the rhythm zone, he's been playing with me for 8 years. That's the filthiest man you'll ever meet. He's got 2 kids and a single. This Patrick's daughter. What a joke! And my name is Jerry.
I'm not in bathroom. I'm in some museum. Look on this mirror. Look on these curtains. Look on this picture number 2. Some events, a lot of events around me here. Picture number 2, and what is the most important? Zinger. Zinger. It's the first time I saw Zinger in a bathroom. How rich these people are. Can you imagine?
A drug dealer. Cause she can wash her crack and resell it. That's my new favorite joke, Baker. Can I tell y'all my old favorite joke right quick, please?
But around 11 p.m. I was like, oh, I need to meet some people because I'm still alone here. I don't have place for sleep. I need to hang out with somebody. So I just go to the bar. But there was a lot of different games around, pool as well, but mostly pool was busy every time, and I don't have opportunity to play with somebody, and I don't know. I wasn't really in mood, to do something like this, but some part of me was like, oh, let's stay there and see what happens. So I stayed there almost up to midnight, and like nothing happens. So I was like, okay, let's go. I will find some place for sleep. Yeah, I don't really want to spend some money on the hostel or hotel, but I did my try. And the funny fact, in road I meet two middle-aged women who was a little bit drunk and fun, and she was like just decide suddenly to give me $25, and I was like, okay, thank you. And they told me like, I give you this because you will really need this. So yeah, I was really need them because I don't have place for sleep. Because the funny thing, in all kind of cheap hotels, up to $90 per night, they wasn't working. They don't have such a person called night auditor who takes shifts there. They all close at 11 p.m. And it was only expensive hotels. The cheapest hotel which I find that night, it was $147 before taxes. That's crazy. So I was like thinking what to do. I find the shelter of Salvation Army. I try to go there, but they told me that they didn't accept people after midnight, so they may help me like just tomorrow morning, which just wasn't very helpful in my case. So I come back to this arcade bar at 1 p.m. and 1 a.m. and I was thinking what I should do. So now I just go there. I was pretty sad about all of these things. I don't have any plans and stuff what to do. So I was just sit somewhere, close my eyes, to try to kind of meditate. But inside it was looking like some like a drunk dude sleeping. So just right after 30 seconds of this, there was some girl just sitting me on my knees and doing funny photos with me. Yeah, I was actually after came and say I want also this photo, so you can see this photo now. And I come back to my meditation again, and there appears the security of the place and told me like, you can't sleep here, you need to leave the place right now. So it was around 1:20 a.m. and the place was closed at 2 a.m. and I was like, guys, I'm not even drink anything today. I was like, just need to have some relax. And they was like, start arguing with me and tell me like, you cannot like sleep here, you need to leave place. And I was like, fuck you, I didn't do anything violent, so I think I have a right to not leave the place if it's closed at 2 a.m. So after appear supervisor of the place, some blonde bitch who was who was shouting on me and using rude words. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't film it. I was like, too tired and encouraged. Unfortunately, I didn't film it because if I will film it, it will be like the video which makes a lot of views in Instagram Reels or whatever. So this bitch starts shouting at me, and they, start start pushing me that they will call the police. And I was, just was in my place, playing calm. Until the moment when they really called in front of me 911. After this, I was like, "Fuck you, I'm leaving." It was enough. So I leave the place, and so I was just walking around the streets, and I actually investigate a very interesting thing about the city. This is, I think, one of the most unsafest city in Canada, because it was the first city where is private security cars driving through the night pretty much often and making loops around. It's a city where in downtown buildings it's a lot of security guys working with each building, because why do they need all of the security? It's because the city have a lot of junkie people there. Like they have mostly junkie people on Vancouver region because it's the most warm region, but in Nanaimo they have like really a lot, and in evenings I was seeing a lot of people doing some strange drugs on all of the places where we can cover, like ATM stations and parking spots. So there, I was actually walking around the city and came to some parking spot, just walking, thinking around what to do, and there was some junkie guy, and actually security guy came and move out the junkie guy, and I started speaking with him, and he was like, "Let's call the police and they will try to help you." I was like, "Okay, whatever." So we call the police. I give them my name and we explain the situation. So the police officer came. It was around 3 a.m. and I described him a situation, and he was like, "Oh, our police shelter close after midnight. I can do anything." Like, why do you came, dude? This is funny. Like, why do he came if he gives him before, like all details of my situation? Like, why I should came and say I can't help you today? But it was funny and a little bit strange. So after this, I was just going myself actually to some cover ATM space, and you're just walking there in two sides for 2 hours because it was rainy outside, so I need to cover somewhere. And yes, I saw some junkie people who tried to came to my ATM space, but I was moving but I was moving out them just by my look. Because I wasn't need a company in this night. I didn't find one, so I don't need any new one. And yes, in 5:30 a.m. it was opened the first a Starbucks in the city, the first public space where I can sit around. So I just go there, I order some small bakery stuff, eat it, and kind of fall asleep for almost 2 hours. it was hardly sleeping. I was just, sitting and put hat on my hands, and few times they was asking me if I'm okay. I mean, people who work there. So, but at least it was some sleep for day. And when it came 8, I was like, oh, maybe I will use a shelter from Salvation Army and get some sleep. But I came there and they told me, oh, you need to wait for 9 o'clock and maybe we help you. And I was like, okay, guys, I understand everything. So I was just saying, okay, I will start my way back then to the Kovichan area. So I use some buses. It takes me almost hour and a half to came to the right motorway. So I came. I stopped some man, and he's supposed to to take me out in some city on the road which called Ladysmith, but so this mister was supposed to take me to the center of city of Ladysmith, but before this location, we passed some very interesting for me place. So I asked him to stop me in this very place. So this place was territory of the Indian reservation, and in Indian reservation they have their own rules about selling cigarettes, alcohol, and cannabis products. And yes, I especially stay there, so buy some special chocolate with cannabis which contains a lot of cannabinoids because in government shops with cannabis you can buy you can buy edible cannabinoids only in very small amount. So if you want to eat a lot of this edible cannabinoids, you need to spend a lot of money. But in Indian reservations, they can make their own edibles, which is cheaper and more contain of cannabis. So I just buy a chocolate which contains 5 g of cannabis inside. And my stop for cannabinoid chocolate was totally trip changing, because my next driver, it was some very nice and honest man from Philippines who offered me to stop at the McDonald's and have some coffee with him and breakfast. So we stopped, and he was just called to his son and was like, oh, I have some hitchhiker here. Do you want to take him and have a walk somewhere? And he was like, okay, and I was like, also okay, why not? So I came to the house of a man who I was knowing less than an hour, and we meet his son, and we have really nice conversations there, and I very appreciate that he did in this very way. So his son was, just took a car, and we go with him to some forestry. And right now it will be around 20 minutes of this forest trip. Was very interesting to me. You was listen other dialogues with him. He is a very educated man who actually knows a lot about what happened in Ukraine. He knows a lot about history and the war itself. So I'm very happy to meet him, and when you will watch this video, I'm giving you my big hi, and thank you that you spent this day with me and showing me around. Please enjoy the next part of the video. where not will be me, will be speaking around. Thank you. Как тебя зовут?
How's it going, right?
No.
Oh, what's your name? Как тебя зовут?
Yes.
Меня зовут Alfred.
Alfred.
That's, and then пожалуйста. That's really all. I can't remember the rest. It's been like 2 years now since I last took it. But I enjoyed the class and I enjoyed learning about Cyrillic.
So when you finish a university, like which type of diploma you will have?
Oh, I only have like a bachelor's, like Bachelor of Arts. Like that's the diploma.
Yeah, but I mean, what it will be written right as a subject?
Oh, Pacific and Asian Studies.
Pacific nations.
Yeah, so Pacific and Asian Studies. So I'm specializing in Asia.
So and what is your job opportunities?
Oh, I want to work for the government.
Canadian one?
Yeah, Canadians. I want to work for the Philippines when it's corrupt. Also, you need to know people in order for you to get a job there. And yeah, like in Canada, it's more about.
Do you want to be part of my YouTube project?
Sure. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind being. Hi guys.
Now we speak with the Alfred, with the future main ambassador of some Canadian embassy in some good European country, I hope. We came.
Yeah.
Great.
And then we're just gonna walk. And there's an extreme fire hazard, but I doubt that's the case right now. That's really good. They didn't like put up with it.
Oh wow, I love the view, man.
Alright. We're not at the good part yet. This is just walking. The walking part to get to the actual trail is... Well,
Because I don't have this on Panda.
Really?
It's the first time I seeing autumn.
Oh, okay.
Because
all,
on Panda,
yeah, you said it's all fir trees. That's really interesting.
because in Panda it was like until 20 something October, it was all sunny days.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that is weird here that we had like a...
Because now is a tough time.
Yeah, it is, because the Russia's unpredictable. Because there's also like talks of like Putin, like he's becoming more unstable. Like his health is not as good as it used to be. So.
Oh yeah, exactly. He have plenty doctors with him.
Yeah. So
he have a dude who go after he visit toilet and collect his shit, so nobody can take an analysis from it.
Is that paranoid? So it must be that.
Yes, it was official investigate about it.
Oh.
Special полковник of FSB, like FBI, Russian FBI.
Oh. But also the thing too right now is like a lot of Russians are like the well-educated ones are leaving Russia. So it's like it must the Russian economy is taking a big hit too. So it's just I don't know.
Oh yeah, Russian economy will crash like in year maximum 2.
But they're also conscripting like prisoners now, right? Like they're
Yes, they take prisoners and push them to war.
Yeah, like but as soldiers, but the prisoners don't know what they're getting into. It's just like I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of them die like in the first month.
I don't know.
But if you get to the question, what better, life in Russian prison or death? It's an interesting question.
I just hope that it doesn't lead to escalate to any nuclear devices being used. That's kind of the scary thing about Russia. And with somebody who's really unstable that's in power, is like, you don't know what they're gonna do.
Oh yeah, exactly. But it will be just, the end for Russia. And maybe for another rest of the world. But
I don't know, like, Russia seems to follow like a history or pattern, like it just follows a pattern of not not really democracy, but just like autocratic rule. Like I'm surprised that I learned about this, but I'm surprised that like the alcohol industry in Russia, like it started like with the Russian Tsar, the Russian monarchy, the royal family, and they use it as a way to essentially get people so that like life was hard in Russia, but so that's why they gave people alcohol so that they'd ignore that. But when the Soviets came in, they didn't change that. They made alcohol as cheap and as accessible to the people. You can argue that it's it's culture, but also like Russia has like a really big alcoholism problem. So
Yeah, it's for keep people stupid.
yeah, and it leads to domestic violence too. So it's like I'm just surprised that they kept the institution and they.
Like, look, Russia never have actual opposition.
Yeah.
So they have a Tsar period. After they have a Soviet period when it was like only one party.
Yeah.
And believe me, like Soviet kill way a lot of people, more than Hitler.
I know they did a lot to Ukraine, especially Ukraine.
Yeah, like
During World War II, like even like when they took over, like they caused the famine, like Holodomor, like we like that's actually something that we celebrate. Well, not celebrate, but it's a national holiday here in Canada.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like to commemorate that. Yeah. So, I mean, I can understand why Ukraine doesn't like Russia. Like I remember there was a story like in World War II.
Yeah. But the problem is like I study all of this like on a history lessons.
Yeah.
But I'm as a lot of people we don't believe that Russia will be that crazy to really invade us.
Yeah.
Nobody believes in this until like the very start day of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, I'm back to Prague, back to January. I was live with my girlfriend. So she was from Italy, and her parents in January told she about like they worry about my family because war started soon.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, what? Like, what a war? What are you speaking about?
Yeah. I think Russia's gonna get Kiev. Unless they nuke it. But
Russia gonna do what?
unless they nuke Kiev, like I don't think they're gonna get the capital. I don't know if it's a joke, but like they said that they thought that like they were gonna get like during the initial invasion, they didn't think it would last a year. They thought like it would take 2 months to just get the whole country, but no.
Yeah, they have planned invaded capital for 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days. Yeah. It was like, yeah, no.
But this assholes was like, they was almost in capital, on the suburbs.
Yeah.
And on some suburbs they stay, and when we rescue it was a crazy, man. It was like they kill a lot of people, murdered, rape.
Yeah. It's just like it's interesting that he makes the argument that Ukraine is part of Russia and like their history, but why would you do that to your, if you say that like they're like your own people, why would you do that?
Oh yeah, exactly. You have a city, Mariupol, which is like 80% of Russian-speaking population.
Yeah.
And Russia just destroyed whole fucking city.
Oh wow.
It's no single building which is undamaged.
But like that's like their people.
Exactly, it was population of 500,000 people.
Yeah.
Now the population like 150,000.
Yeah, so it's like
Who lucky is move out, but up to 100,000 of people die because of some of them Russia killed, some of them Russia deport to Russia, some of them just die because they don't have water and food.
Again, I don't understand, but I guess he is speaking the truth that they are part of the history, because like, and historically speaking, you know, Russia hasn't been the nicest to Ukraine, so I guess they're just repeating history again. Oh. But I am curious about Ukraine, like specifically Crimea, because like I know there's a lot of Muslims there in particular, so that's.
That Elon Musk write some bullshit about it.
Oh, what did Elon Musk try? What did he say?
Wow, he was first like make a vote if we
Oh, that one, yeah. If you guys
like if you need to do like like vote in the like regions which occupied Russia.
Yeah, but the thing is, Russia did that, but they rigged. You know, they rig it, like they have soldiers in the voting ballots. You know, like they
Exactly, exactly.
Like, why would you trust Russia to have elections?
Like I have a video where they like they going on a like place where is a lot of flats. And with and going like two women with like with the vote blanks, and the dude with the like automat AK-47.
Oh,
yeah. What you will vote? I don't know.
Exactly. Like what? like it's not really the best place to vote. Like it's like obviously you're gonna vote the way that like if someone points a gun at you, like
yeah.
But like
you can say a lot.
Like sometimes like Elon like thinks like he's the smartest dude or something like that. Sometimes he's really an idiot. But like with the with Ukraine, like at one point it was part of the Mongol horde, right? Like the Golden Horde, like it was a khanate, and that's why there's like a big Muslim population in Crimea.
So
which is interesting, I find.
So yeah, around like 13th century, Mongols go through the Kievan Rus, and destroy it. Go to Europe, also destroyed something there, and they mix up with also Crimea a bit. So.
But like Crimea for the longest time, like it was like 1800 or something like that. They were still not part of Russia or Ukraine.
Like actually, first Crimea cities they was like originally from ancient Greece.
Oh, okay. Oh, like a Greek city.
Yeah, so it was built like some few hundred years BC.
Oh.
So like when like late time of Greek Republic existence.
Oh. I don't know if they extend all the way there. Oh wow.
Yeah, they have actually like ancient Greek ruin in one place there. So the place have a like pretty long history. So we walk around 45 minutes. Yeah. And when my friend just said that the trail just started, isn't it?
Yeah, it just started. Yeah, we just started.
It's what does it mean?
The path we took was just getting to the trail.
Oh yeah, we actually have a good autumn weather, so.
Oh, this is not the waterfall. This is just the very bottom.
This like I would call it the entrance waterfall.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually about Dostoevsky there is a funny story that once he was in Switzerland and he make a hiding spot with like 10,000 of some money.
Like a hiding spot? Oh.
Yeah, just under some Swiss bench in park. And guess what? After 10 years, guy get broke from casino, and he get to the bench and get this 10,000.
Stop great to come here in the summertime because the water.
Okay, it's pause. So we came to first waterfall.
So this is actually, I think, Mount Revelstoke. So this water comes all the way from Parksville, essentially. Going all the way here. In a way, it's just like a river, but with the elevation. And it becomes a river. Usually it's more, but
Yeah, but it's not spring yet.
yeah, not spring. Springtime.
Not a lot of water. So the second one, way more gorgeous. For autumn period.
Well, it gets filtrated by all the moss and the plants, so yeah.
So we make a good cardio today.
Yeah. That's
What a cute climbing way. Oh my god. Sorry guys, we're just climbing up. Look on this shit. It will be my very first time doing this actually.
it's not really rock climbing.
I know, but it's fun. It's also looking for me.
Oh, okay. Your phone good?
Thank God!
Oh, thank God.
My phone just falling in this hole.
Yeah, you should.
It looks good. It looks good.
Okay.
Thank God.
Yeah, make sure that your weight is like going this way, not that way or this way, but that way. But obviously, don't like lean back too much. Just make sure that you're doing that. So yeah, let me
Oh,
take a
thank
video.
you. Anything inside of this cabin?
Well, we'll find out. We'll see.
But I know this country, it can be just locked.
Well, we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope at least.
You want to knock on the door to see?
Yeah, let's be polite, people knock first.
Want to be polite to the ghost as well.
So let's do a triple one.
Triple.
Wow.
Yeah, no, people actually camp here. Yeah, no. And
People
that's-
actually camp here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
There's
have
an
actually.
oven. Yeah,
you
there's
have
a
all-
story too. Like, oh, they got rid of the.
Yeah, this the smell of the like old woods.
Yeah, so
You have some place
there
upstairs.
used to be a poster here about this. So this was built not that long ago. This was built maybe 1980s. It was built by a bunch of students, like still in high school. Oh, there it is. Here it is.
Oh, you have a lighter and.
Oh yeah, and people pollute. That's the main thing. They don't keep it. But here's the story.
Here's a story.
Yeah, there's a story about this place.
Rakostan Energy, the driven boy named John. A good man, really good man. Built in 1992. I find some bodies. Please enjoy the cabin. Let's try and preserve best we can. Take out what you brought in and a little more.
Really don't do that, which is really fucking annoying. No, I've never even seen tourists or people like, oh, that's their house. Like, no,
But people here knows about it.
they know about it, but they don't flock. Like, they don't like, wait for her to come outside.
Yeah, I think it's because it's everybody respect here.
Yeah,
like,
respect her, yeah.
Personal borders and stuff like
yeah,
a lot.
a lot here. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a nice thing here. Yeah, people are like that. It's not like back home in the Philippines where there's a celebrity. It's like, oh, they're gods. Like, oh my god. Like, people flock.
Yeah, maybe in the United States it's more like this.
Like that too, yeah.
But here it's just like this. Yeah, for example, I know it's hard to guess, but I show you guys this mansion on a Ladysmith, Vancouver Island. I show you this beautiful mansion only because of the reason that local people told me that some actress named Pamela Anderson, originally from a city Ladysmith, and this it's her family mansion, which she got from her grandma. And right now Pamela is here, and she wants to make some reality show how she will reconstruct this very mansion. And I have you may say that house look a little bit cheap, but you just look around. It's for Canadians, this amount of owning land, because you see all of this land is for the mansion. It's a lot. It's really a lot, because usually Canadians owns like, I don't know, just let's say 10-20 square meters of housing lands around, and this one is huge, and this one have access to the beach. So Pamela will make some good party here. I would like to enter, but unfortunately I can't show you more. But yeah, if you ever ask yourself question how Pamela Anderson mansion looks, here you go. Home sweet home. I like actually that is everything made on a white color. It's a bright light color. I like it. Canada is a country, when you use a local public transport, you also get a free masterclass how to roll a joint. Enjoy.
Then you must get cool. Bad boys, what you gonna do? Or what you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? Or what you gonna do when they come for you? You chuck it on that one, you chuck it on this one, you chuck it on your mother and you chuck it on your father, you chuck it on your brother and you chuck it on your sister.
I come back to Duncan, and it's mean I will continue to make my totem contest. Oh, totem number 16. Raven stealing the sun. With raven there is sun, and there is some moon. Totem number 17. Totems 18, 19, 20 and 21. Totem number 22. Just look at this. Thank you very much. Like, on the words, Canadian people are support us a lot. That's absolutely true. And on they are giving visas to us, money, and a lot of more nice stuff. Yes, Canada really helps Ukraine. Thank you, Canada. Oh, this one pretty interesting totem, whale totem number 23. And here is the totem number 24. Huge totem pole number 25 is named Thunderbird with Zunukwa. This is Zunukwa, you get it? And with a beautiful mural beside. June 26, 1999. The Duncan Business Improvement Area Society dedicates this mural to anyone who has ever stepped into the forest to gather their thoughts, reflect upon today's accomplishments and plans so still to come. Okay. It's exactly what I just done with my new Filipino friends like 2 hours ago. It's exactly, it's a mural for me today. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love it. I really love it. Look at this. Beautiful green colors, waterfall. So everything what I saw today except animals. Except animals. And birds. Unfortunately, I didn't hear a lot of birds. But it's beautiful. I love it. Totem number 26, clan totem of the nations. I would like to tell you more detailed about them, but I'm in very rush because I need to make my way to the bus which go to the Covichan Lake. Yeah, I wanted to do a lot today, maybe tomorrow, or maybe tomorrow I will do nothing. That's why I'm working today now pretty hard. So the tiny totem number 27. So totem number 28. Sorry that I didn't show you guys a lot of the city. So it's a totem number 29. And this is totem number 30. Wow, I'm amazing. I did 15 totems actually, like in less than 15 minutes. So there is the totem number 31. Oh, that is me actually walking the road. Because I'm a crazy guy, I can do it, but I will show you 3 more totems then. Oh, 4 more totems actually. So it's a totem number 32. That is totem number 33. Totem number 34. Sorry from the way from side. And beautiful totem number 35. Crazy guy. Look just as me. Japanese atmosphere. And sushi is coming. Deep fried sushi. Sound. I didn't really have a plan what I will do when I came to the Covichan Lake, but the plan not even needed. I was just sleep two ways on a bus, and I decided this was much more interesting for me at the moment than visiting lake itself. Sorry for this. So I get to sleep over on a bus, and after I was like, oh, the sun goes down. I need to go to Victoria. There I can have a cheap hostel for $40. Yeah, it's one of the cheapest option of hostel in Canada. One of the cheapest, believe me. So I walked to the motorway, and guess what? I was staying there for 2 hours and didn't have any sign of the car. But lucky for me, from nowhere, bus appeared, and a very nice driver just drove me on his way on empty bus around almost around an hour. So it was almost halfway to Victoria. But when we arrived to to my new hitchhiking place around 9 p.m., something happened, and in area the electricity was shut down just in the very moment when I came there. So it was became very dark on the moment. That dark, so it will be hardly to the driver to see me, and I was having a feeling like I will sleep on that very place today. But luckily to me, there was some police car stop some dude, and I politely wait until the policeman finished with the dude, and come to him, explain the situation, and oh God, very nice policeman took me and dropped almost to the Victoria. So actually he dropped me to some bus station around 10:30 p.m. and where I just need to wait the bus until 11:50 p.m. So you can tell me how from where I take energy for 6 hours sleep, and I finally came at 12:30 a.m. to the hostel and fall asleep there. I will tell you the question. It's cannabis chocolate. Yes, cannabis chocolate. Just eat a whole plate until next morning, and you will be pretty much awake. That's the rule. So yeah, next morning I just wake up, like without any plans, ideas. Unfortunately, was actually very doubting about all of this idea to make this video. I don't really believe the video honestly became popular, but it will be. But this is a good start for me. I'm very proud that I start to make the videos, that open my YouTube channel. I'm very proud of it, and I believe it's a good start. So thank you very much, everybody who watched this video. I promise that next video will be better. Will be making this more love and quality. It will be more interesting conversations there, and this video will be more enjoyable for more people, is what I believe. And but first of all, it was a nice memory for me. Yeah, I'm very proud that I'm finally make a video, so which if I'm survive until 45, for example, I can watch the video and I was like, whoa, it was me 20 years ago. Wow, this is and I can see myself and show maybe to somebody, to kids or whatever. Yes. So I would say, if you have opportunity to do something, don't put in a long box, how you say. Just do it. Like I was doing some Instagram stories when I was like young, when I do my young travels, but it's not a lot, and I enjoy it. At least I have something, but I'm not like that it was not a lot of done. Yeah. But yeah, every day, every hour living day make us better. So thank you again for watching this video, and all the best to you now in the future. Thank you again.